Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Welcome to another day in your beautiful life. How are you doing? Well, my conversation today is one that I talk to myself a lot about this because I'm a classic British person who uses one word more than probably any other word in the dictionary casually, and that is sorry. When you bump into someone in the shop, if they bump into you, you say sorry. If someone's steps on your toe, you say sorry. It's just I don't know what it is about the British that saying, but we're sorry for everything. You bump, you get first in line. So sorry, and it's addictive. You just can't stop saying it. And I find myself obviously 76 years later, still talking like that. It's crazy, but I want to encourage you now to stop using that word. Even as I use the word stop, to continue the opposite of yes, however you want to say. Just say but don't apologize for everything. And here's some things that since I've turned 60, I've actually stopped apologizing for many things. Specifically, like for example, for everything taking up space, for just having needs, having things that I want to do, for wanting to be seen, for wanting to be recognized. And I know that a lot of women in our age group, were raised with that kind of thing, seen but not heard. They're taught from very, very beginning to stop, to apologize for their very existence. And I think it's something, shifts, as you get older, you realize that you don't owe the world anything. You really don't owe anybody anything. You have no reason to be sorry or to apologize for decisions you've made, for the lifestyle you've chosen, for the clothes you wear, how you wear your hair, who you spend time with, who you love. That you really just deserve to just be accepted for what you are, who you are. No apologies, no need to say that magic word. Okay, I also have stopped apologizing for my body. Okay, so I've had skinny legs, I've had chubby legs, I've been across the spectrum. I don't think there's one woman in this community who has not, at some point apologized for their body, either being in the way or getting in the way, or being too fat or too skinny, or too not attractive enough, the hair different, wrong color, just being sorry for everything about your body. And I have stopped that. Seriously, I've stopped it. Now I know I need to lose a little bit of weight. I know that when I look in the mirror, there's more beneath the waist than I would like. I'm not saying that you can not try to look beautiful or even try to look young. I mean, to be wearing fashion that's, younger thinking. I love wearing clothes that are younger thinking, and I don't necessarily want to look younger with it, but, it's okay, even if you do. It's not something that you have to apologize for. You don't have to apologize for the looking differently or wearing clothes that are little, different style or a bit baggy even if you want to be more comfortable. No need to say you're sorry for it. And I think that's really, kind of a powerful one that is prevalent in our society because it's what everybody judges you by, how you look, what you say, how you think. But I think that's part of the joy of not apologizing anymore for your body, not apologizing for who you are. I've also stopped apologizing for my time. If I need rest, if I need to get some sleep, if I need to, take a walk by myself, I just don't apologize anymore. Sorry, I can't join you for that. Sorry, I can't, come with you to this. But thinking that you need to make a statement after it. It's really goes on and on. But if you just say, not today, or thanks for asking, I'll think about it, or just something that's more of a positive. Well, that sounds like really something I would enjoy. That's really nice of you to recommend it. On that day, I'm doing something else. Whatever, you can come up with it. But even as I'm saying those words, I find it hard to say I'm sorry. It just sneaks in. But I've tried to, in my personal life, for not trying to now not apologize for the fact that I don't want to do something, or I don't want to, give up my time. My time is sacred, okay? My time is my time, and I'll choose how I want to spend it. And it's really funny, as I've gotten older, I've done some things differently. I used to go to theatre all the time, but here in Switzerland, I don't have that opportunity. And I was saying, I'm sorry that I can't do, even to myself, I'm sorry that I can't do that. But it's like, there's other things, you just find a way and you don't dwell on the sorry. And so that's a good example, because it doesn't have to be just a word you say. It can be an attitude in your mind, like, I'm sorry that I made that mistake, or I'm sorry that I said those words. I'm sorry that, I missed the bus. There's a lot of ways you can use sorry that and apologize for your behavior. Also, I've stopped apologizing for changing my mind. I can change my mind anytime I like. It's my mind. And I think it's really kind of funny when people are, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but I don't really want to do that. Why are you sorry? Just to say, oh, hi there. I've decided that this isn't going to work for me. I thank you for inviting me, and then move on. Don't apologize for the fact that you, want to change your mind about something. You can go right up to the last minute. Thank goodness there's booking.com where you can change right to the last minute. But you know what I'm saying? Like, put yourself in situations where you don't have to panic about it and be judged for it, and have to stick with your decision regardless. I mean, try to always avoid conversations that end in "I will definitely ... So I'll give it some consideration, and I'll let you know. I'm kind of drilling down on one kind of angle for you to think about this in, but I know that there's lots of others where you might be apologizing for you're needing extra time. I don't want to do this or that. Even to your own family. Then you have to say sometimes, I'm sorry, but I can't watch the grandkids today. I'm going to go and do this, or I'd made some other plans. Just say, hey, I know you guys are going to be excited because I've got some really great thing I want to do today, and hopefully I can see my grandson tomorrow, another day. I really appreciate your understanding. That's okay to say, appreciate your understanding, but it's not like oh, I really am sorry. Don't do that. And whatever. Saying no to drama, no to gossip, no to toxic people. And no to unnecessary guilt, unnecessary worrying about things. So what do you say no to that right now you need to stop apologizing for? What have we missed? The weather? No, just stop apologizing for things that other people judge you by, and that you might judge yourself. Stop apologizing for being yourself, for wanting things maybe a little differently as you've gotten older. It's your right to do that, and to not have to apologize for your thoughts, your behavior, your actions. Yes, we all make mistakes. I mean, yes, of course, you can say sorry if you hurt somebody accidentally, or even deliberately. Miss Rose is sorry if you really do regret something that you did and you want to draw a line under it and so on. But in normal situations that I've talked about here, just don't carry the pain. You can let it go and just say yes. Say yes to everything that you can. I have yes days with my grandkids, and they get a real kick out of those, because I say there's like a budget restriction or something like that to start. But other than that, this is a yes day. And we just do the funkiest, funniest things, and maybe give yourself a yes day. Okay, today, you're not going to say the word, on this day, you're going to say positive words, and you're going to think really clearly about your actions based on a lack of a need to say that you're sorry. You make it a yes day. Everything you say to yourself today is a yes day. Okay? Let me know how it goes. Okay, everyone. I just hope that was useful. I certainly found it myself. You're not apologizing for the things that really have held me back over my life, and that we've all been trained since we were little kids to do as girls. So let's let it go. Let's be free, and not have to apologize for our existence, for just being ourselves. We are powerful. We are strong. We're a force to be reckoned with, and we're revolutionaries. We're changing things in our 70s and 60s in a very positive way. And I think that is part of it, standing up for what you want to do, saying the word no when you need to, and not being, not apologizing for you. All right, everybody, take good care. Come join us on Patreon. I'm encouraging you all to join us over there, because we have a new feature now called Community Pages, and it's where there's like different little groups, little rooms that you can go and chat about things 24/7, and it's a contribution to 60andMe. If you go to patreon.com/60andMe, you'll find all the details. But if you have any questions, let me know, and look forward to your response to the video. Let me hear what you're not apologizing for anymore. Okay, everybody, take good care. Lots of love.